Hey guys, it's Bob. Welcome back to Modern Life with the 70s Mind. How's it going? Hope you guys are doing good. I'm not. I am playing every role that an old man could play. I tore my rotator cuff, so now I got to get surgery on that. I got tripped the other day and I fell, and now I hurt my hip, so I don't know what's going on with that. I can barely walk, but I can sit here and do reaction videos. And now I got also a really bad cold. So if you see the tape break at one point, that just means I was having a coughing fit and I just didn't want to keep that into tape. So I edited it out. So we'll see how that goes. So I got an email last week. I did a reaction to a Tool video and I got an email from a guy named Skip. I believe that was his name. And he said, "Hey, Bob, you know what? You should think about doing Tool Tuesdays." And I thought that was kind of interesting. So I said, that's an interesting thought. And I thought about it for a while. And I said, okay, I'm going to try to do it, but only for March. I'm looking at the calendar here. That's looks like 4 weeks. Thank God it's on Monday. No, yeah, 4 weeks. So I have a hard time putting videos out anyways, but I'll try to do one each week on Tool for the month of March because I got a lot of requests on how much people enjoy their music. So, and I'm a little bit behind in their music, so it's probably worth it. And then Rob chimed in and said that I should do a reaction to the song Vicarious. So I'm like, all right, I can do that. So that'll be our first one for the first Tuesday of March. Can't believe it's March already. So, okay, let's get into this and turn this on. All right, here we go. I like that. right, that's a good place to break. I will back it up just a hair so we don't miss anything. All right, so wow, listen, it is so difficult with Tool. I hate them because like it's hard to enjoy the music and take in everything that's going on and listen to the lyrics, which are normally pretty challenging. These might be a little straightforward, but I'll reserve that thought until after the song so I can see if I can pull it all together. Right from the start, this song, like I had mentioned, kind of pulls you in with that cyclical guitar riff. And what's interesting about that is that, at least for me, when I hear that, I'm wondering when are they going to break out of it and what are they going to do to break out of it? And they really did a nice job. And that cyclical music's got this uneasy, like looping feel to it that's just so incredibly interesting. And it sets this a wonderful mood. And then you have Danny, and I'd love to mention Danny because probably one of my favorite drummers of all time. And that's only based on what have I done, 6 or 7 videos of these guys. And I did see one video. Sorry, I'm going off track, where they had the camera just fixed on him. That was so interesting, and it made me appreciate his skills even more. But anyways, adding all that together, and it just mixes this up into this crazy pot of something, and I just don't know what. But anyways, Tool, like last song, seems to have these odd time signatures, don't they? And it gives this song almost like an out of this world groove that's almost, I want to say, like it's uncomfortable and it kind of keeps me on edge, or it kind of keeps me on my heels a little bit. And that's probably what they're trying to do. Then after all that whole musical side of it, then you got Maynard coming in, and his delivery is so eerie, not crazy, just kind of eerie. He's not screaming. He's just kind of calmly stating this, I guess it's kind of an unsettling thought, maybe. At least he said right at the very beginning of the song, if I caught the lyrics right, I apologize if I didn't, that people are addicted to watching tragedy on TV, something along that lines. Interesting thought. But it's probably very true. And then he said something about us needing to uh see it. He brings us into the picture, and he's not just saying that it's out there, that we kind of need it. I don't know. I could be wrong. Again, I'm only listening to one half of the song of the first time, and then he kind of taunts us a little bit, and he says something along the lines of, I'm right, don't lie." And I'm sure that's not exactly how he said it, but really interesting. I like this. So, all right, let's continue, and I'll play this to the end, and then we'll talk some more. Here we go. I like that. If you listen closely, you can hear the bass. He's really doing an amazing job too. I want to pause just for a second. I'm so intrigued by this band because they're the only band that I think uses every single instrument to the max. I mean, every one you can single out and hear it, and it's so important to the song that it's just crazy. And not a lot of bands do that. A lot of times the guitar or the bass is more background or just keeping the rhythm or the beat. This song every instrument is integral to making this song as good as it is. Just amazing. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there. Wow. Wow. That was awesome. You know what? I'm going to sidetrack here just a second. You know what sucks about getting older? One of many things. I was a huge concert goer back when I was younger. I saw all the classic rock bands, Queen, Steppenwolf, Deep Purple, all these amazing bands. And now that I'm older, I feel like I can't really go to them anymore. I would feel out of place. Like I just saw a clip of Wet Leg. Did you ever hear of Wet Leg? And they were singing a song at Glastonbury, and I think that would be so much fun, and I would totally get into it. But I just feel like I would be out of place, and I would love to see these guys because I just love live music. But being as old as I am, I don't know. I have a complex, I guess, to see all these young kids. But I appreciate the music as much as the 17-year-olds, I guess. Um, so things that was just a little thought, a random thought by Bob. um, things seem to get like a little heavier and more intense after that break. The guitars kind of hone in on a like deeper, almost like driving groove to it. And Danny's drums, I have to comment on that again, are just nuts going with his timing. I find myself trying to tap my feet to his music, and I always end up being off because he changed something. So, really, like I said earlier, interesting time signatures on these songs. At the same time, Maynard's vocals almost start to feel more urgent or more serious or more meaningful. It's like I don't know, it's like he's stressing or going over the points that he already told us. Does that make sense? I think he said something like, "We all feed on tragedy," something like that. Again, I apologize. I really got to find these things where they have the lyrics to them. It would make it so much easier. So he's not just saying that we watch violence. He's kind of saying, like he did from the start, he's now saying we thrive on it or something along that lines. I had a little bit of a hard time catching all that. So if you guys would fill me in on exactly what he's all saying, and maybe I may be completely off base what this song is about. But again, this is a first listen, so that's my waiver. And I think the tension really builds up the second half with the use of those timing breaks. That was really cool. I always like that. I always find it very powerful. I think that tension um, is um, brought more to the forefront by adding those breaks in. The drumming obviously got more aggressive. The bass seemed to be pulsing, and it just kind of feels like things were almost coming apart. But the sad part is, I really didn't catch any resolution to that at all. It just kind of ended, and I'm like, all right, so maybe it was an unhappy ending. I don't know. So I'll learn that next time I listen to the song. So, all right, let me get my headphones off, and I'm going to be right back for final thoughts. That was awesome, you guys. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, final thoughts. So, Rob, thank you for the recommendation. That was actually a really good song, and I'm glad I chose this one to do first. Thinking about this, I kind of feel like it's telling us about how we as a society are obsessed with watching tragedy unfold. A lot of Tool videos I don't really understand all that much. This one I think I kind of understood where it was going. You guys can chime in, let me know where I've gone wrong because I usually do somewhere. Whether it's the news, movies, housewives, or social media, whatever you're into, he says that we consume violence and disaster like it's a form of entertainment or something, which I get. I mean, how many of us have driven by a car accident and always kind of glance to see what's going on? And so it's the same with other forms of media as well. So I get it. He doesn't condemn or put down the media, but instead he makes us reflect on why we're drawn to it, which I thought was a really interesting angle. What's the attraction to it? I feel a little judged by this song. It's a very unique way to look at this phenomena, I guess. Musically, this song is just incredible. The way that Tool builds tension with that wild rhythm and shifting of the time signatures, it keeps us engaged through the entire song, and there was so much to take in. The drumming was insane. The bass was almost this nonstop pulsing, and the guitar work creates this eerie atmosphere. Tool takes every second that they have in the song and takes advantage of every instrument the entire time. It's really wonderful, and that fits in, I think, perfectly with what how Maynard presented everything. His vocal delivery is so controlled, and that's kind of what makes this message even more difficult to take in because it's so. He says it in such a way where we can, I don't want to say just understand it, but it's easier for us to take in. And it's not necessarily a good thing to take in. So honestly, I loved every second of this. I may have said this before, but it's probably worth mentioning again. Tool just has this way of making music that isn't just heard, it's experienced. And in all openness, I may have got that line from one of you guys. I'm not sure, but somewhere I got it and it sunk in and it's so fitting. So I have to repeat it. So whoever may have told that to me, or if it came out the depth of my mind, I don't know, but I think that really fits with Tool. Every layer of the song, and there were a lot of them, felt intentional, like nothing was wasted. They took advantage of every second that song was being recorded. They fit as much in as they could, and they really changed it up, which I really like about the Tool songs. It was definitely dark. It was definitely thought provoking, which isn't the first time I felt that after listening to a Tool song, I guess. Tool, bottom line, is in a league of their own. They're just absolutely amazing, and I really enjoyed like every second of this. How'd you guys like it? I hope you did as well. You probably all heard this before. This is the first time I'm hearing it, so you guys have a little advantage over me. So, and the good thing is I haven't heard a lot of Tool songs yet, so I have a lot more to come. So, all right, guys, if you like this, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would consider subscribing to my channel, that would be awesome. Remember, only life is priceless. Please make each and every day count. God bless all of you. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.